Alright peeps, well some more brand news coming at you, and it seems that Jason Momoa is also planning on working on another adaptation of a video game, and we will get into that after the intro. So don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that other fun stuff. So yes, just very recently I reported that Jason Momoa is going to be doing a Minecraft movie, and now we seem to be he is in talks to do a Dead Space movie. So this article is coming from Giant Freaking Robot, which they're saying is an exclusive. Apparently Minecraft isn't enough for the fan favorite villain of Fast X. Trusted and proven sources tell us Jason Momoa is currently negotiating to appear in the upcoming film adaptation of the survival horror game Dead Space. Yeah, it came out in 08, but it's had like 2 other sequels, and then it just got remade like recently, like this year. A remake came out that I didn't play, but it was reviewed very well. Back in April, it was Giant Freaking Robot who exclusively reported that James Wan has been tapped to direct. That's pretty cool. He's a big deal. Like, I didn't think... That's interesting. They're getting... I mean, they really are getting really good directors, which seems to have been the secret all along to making really good adaptations, was to hire really good directors. Who knew? We did not receive concrete word on who Momoa is in talks to play, but assuming the film follows the story of the game, he'll probably play Isaac Clarke. In the game, Clarke is part of a rescue team sent to answer a distress call from a space vessel, the Ishimura. Sounds familiar. Aboard the ship, Clarke is confronted with the mutated remains of the dead called necromorphs that have been animated by an alien artifact. Wan is a fitting choice, considering his experience. He's done a lot of horror work, so it's kind of interesting that... But then he kind of went off and did other stuff that was... Well, he does like a horror movie, but he also did the Aquaman movie, and he did some Fast and Furious movie. But there had been reports that Halloween and Thing Carpenter was attached to direct, which would be amazing. I would love that, but I don't know if he is. But in January, he told Variety these reports came from him, Mr. Einstein. He clarified that he said he would love to do a Dead Space film, which is cool that he knows that series, because, I don't know. Not that he wouldn't be a gamer, but... Who'd think that like a guy is a legendary director in the 70s would know anything about video games, but that he was in no way attached to do any such production. He also said a movie was in the works with another director involved. We now know as Momoa's Aquaman collaborator James Wan. Joining a Dead Space film would be proved to be very smart for Momoa, because not only does he have the advantage of already working with Wan in the Aquaman films, it gives him the opportunity to make a dent in a film genre that hasn't managed to get a secure foothold in horror. He started a couple horror films, but neither have managed to get the kind of critical or commercial acclaim enjoyed by Aquaman. His first trip into horror was the 2014 Canadian-made werewolf Wolves. 2 years later, he joined a stacked cast that included Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, Suki Waterhouse, Diego Luna, and Giovanni Ribisi. The Bad Batch. I haven't seen The Bad Batch. I feel like I should, because it keeps a movie that just keeps coming up in like streaming sites and stuff. It'll just be there, and I'm like, maybe I should watch it. Nah, maybe not. Both films were panned by critics and flew far under most radars. As a big budget video game adaptation, Dead Space could give Momoa the chance to become a horror leading man if he wants to. I mean, he doesn't need to be. He can be a leading man in anything. Momoa is like the leading man right now. Him and like pedropascal. Put them in anything, and they'll be a leading man, like for whatever. The Dead Space film Momoa is in talks to join will be the first live-action adaptation of the games, but not the first film adaptation entirely. The franchise has enjoyed 2 animated movies, Dead Space Downfall and 2011's Dead Space The Aftermath. I've seen one of these ones, but I forget which one. Well, there you have it. That's an exclusive report from Giant Freaking Robot that Momoa is in talks to do a Dead Space movie. I think that would work, but who knows? If it's like the game, he'll have a helmet on the entire time, but he probably won't. They could pull a halo and have him take it off, or maybe not wear it at all. I mean, it's Momoa, so you're not really going to cover his face, but who knows? They might do what they did on The Mandalorian with Pascal and him having his face covered. But there's no way to know how they're going to tackle that, because this right now is just him being in talks. This isn't confirmed anything that he's actually doing it. And they haven't really fully confirmed that James Wan is directing it or not. They're saying he's been tapped, but they don't say that he is doing it. But I don't know, this is cool news. I mean, Dead Space is a cool franchise. I never played it much, but I know it's cool. I mean, it's basically Resident Evil in space. And it's a good director, and I mean, that definitely seems to be the key, is like hiring big time directors, not just like, I don't know, not that someone who's brand new would be bad at it, but it seems to be having known directors and writers and creators being involved helps the quality a lot more. So what you guys think about that? Is it interesting? Do you care about Momoa being in anything? Again, this is just an adaptation announcement that makes me excited because they're going to be adapting everything. I mean, it's going to be a couple more years before they've adapted almost everything. At least all the main big franchises that we're aware of. I'm excited to check out where this will go and what else is going to be announced next. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to keep gaming.